One day in a small town, a well-known local philosophy teacher, known for his unique teaching approach, paid a special visit to an elementary school. Upon entering the classroom, his eyes sparkled with curiosity, and he carried a large empty glass jar under his arm. The children immediately became intrigued, sensing that this wouldn't be an ordinary day of class. With a solemn gesture, he placed the jar on the table in front of everyone and then revealed a pile of large stones, each the size of a fist, which had been hidden under the table. With great care, he began placing the stones in the jar one by one until no more could fit. Turning to the class, he asked, "Is this jar full?" Seeing that there was no more space for additional stones, the students felt and responded with a yes. To their surprise, the teacher then brought out a bag of pebbles and started pouring them into the jar, gently shaking it. The considerably smaller pebbles found space between the larger stones. Once again, he questioned the class, "Is the jar full now?" Some students started to grasp the idea and hesitated, but many agreed, once again saying, "Yes, it's full." Next, the teacher took out a bag of sand and began pouring it into the jar, filling all the remaining spaces between the stones and pebbles. For the third time, he asked, "And now, is the jar full?" Recognizing the lesson, the students responded, "Probably not." To conclude, the teacher brought a jug of water and poured it into the jar, saturating the sand. Only at this moment did he agree that the jar was truly full. Looking at his students, he explained, "I want you to understand that this jar symbolizes your lives. The stones represent the important things, your family, health, and friends. These are the elements that, if everything else were lost, and only these remained, your life would still be complete. The pebbles symbolize other important things, your work, your home, your car. The sand, on the other hand, represents the small trivialities. If you put sand or pebbles into the jar first, there would be no room for the stones. The same applies to life. If you dedicate all your time and energy to small tasks and mundane matters, there won't be space for what truly matters. The stones represent crucial aspects of your true essence and happiness. They signify spending quality time with loved ones, taking care of your health, and pursuing your dreams and passions. If you neglect these things, you might discover in the end that you've overlooked the most important parts of your life," he concluded emphatically. The main pillars represent your family, health, and dreams. Don't let the pebbles or sand, secondary tasks, routines, and trivialities, override these fundamental stones. At the end of the journey, it will be the stones that carry the most weight in your life jar, defining your value and meaning. Let your lives be guided by the things that enrich your spirits, fill your souls, and truly matter. The rest are just pebbles and sand. After finishing his speech, an attentive student raised his hand and asked, "But teacher, what about the water? How does it fit into our lives?" The teacher smiled at the insightful question and replied, "The water represents the fact that no matter how filled our lives seem, there will always be space for a cup of coffee or tea with a friend. Even in the midst of busy schedules, there are moments to enjoy small joys, relax, and connect with others." In our lives, we often face the challenge of balancing priorities, trying to fit everything into the limited hours of the day. We get so immersed in the rush of daily tasks that we sometimes forget what truly matters. Our life jar is not infinite, it has limited space. If we choose to fill it first with sand and pebbles, representing the trivial and peripheral, there won't be room for the stones, the things of real value and significance. So, I urge you to prioritize your stones first, your family, your health, your passions, and your dreams. These are the aspects that will leave you fulfilled and happy even in the face of losses. Devoting attention to these precious stones is essential. Make time for your loved ones, take care of your well-being, pursue passions without hesitation. And do this while also leaving space to learn, grow, and be kind. And as for water, well, water stands for the unexpected, unplanned moments, like a coffee with a friend, spontaneous laughter, shared moments of joy. Even when life seems hectic, there will always be space for these things. There will always be room to connect, relax, and simply be. The pebbles and sand have settled around the important things. They are necessary tasks and responsibilities, but they shouldn't dominate all your time or energy. They shouldn't occupy the space reserved for your stones. In the end, remember that it's not about having a jar filled to the brim, it's about leading a fulfilling life, rich in experiences that truly matter to you. It's not just about counting the days, it's about making the days count. It means balancing the stones, pebbles, sand, and water in a way that enriches your life and brings true joy. This is the motivation to keep going.